Hi there, welcome to my presentation. Let me tell you what you will find in this short presentation. How to heat your home with steam. Laugh at rising gas and electricity prices. This is Alex from Green Energy Junkie. Let me ask you a question. Aren't you tired of paying more and more for the hot water you are using every day, or to heat your home during winter? It doesn't matter how you heat the water, the gas and the electricity prices have only one direction, and that's up. Let me tell you a story about this magnifique device, which can literally turn the water into steam in the matter of seconds and consume less than 1 kilowatt to heat the entire home. A regular house consumes around 8 kilowatts to 10 kilowatts an hour to keep all the rooms warm. This is what an inventor named Griggs discovered about 20 years ago. The shockwave power, which is heating the water to the boiling point in the matter of seconds. Shockwave power, SP technology, represents an old but new and innovative way to apply energy to liquids. The technology has two distinct capabilities. SP can apply direct heat or evaporate liquids without scale buildup. SP also provides a more efficient process of mixing dissimilar fluids, such as gases and liquids, a process used widely in heavy industry for oxidation of chemicals or separation of oil and water. While varying by application, one or more of these significant benefits will be realized through the use of SP over conventional technologies. Reduced energy requirements, improved process efficiencies in time, operating costs, and/or capital costs. Elimination of process downtime from the maintenance requirements of conventional technologies. More effective and efficient mixing and increased transfer rate. The shockwave power generator works by taking a fluid, pure or impure, into the machine housing where it is passed over by the generator's spinning cylinder. The specific geometry of the holes in the cylinder, clearance between the cylinder, and the housing and rotational speed create pressure differences within the liquid where tiny bubbles form and collapse. These collapsing bubbles generate shock waves that are used to heat, concentrate, and mix. The result is the conversion of mechanical energy into heat energy. In the case of mixing, the shock waves increase the surface area of the gas and liquid being mixed so that a higher mass transfer rate occurs. Shockwave power technology provides a unique method of heating and evaporating liquids that provides industries with scale-free processing. The SP generator heats liquids in a totally different way and creates the heat in a totally different place, inside the liquid. The heat is created where it is needed. In the SP generator, there are no heat transfer surfaces. The metal surfaces are actually cooler than the liquid. Impurities will not migrate from a hotter liquid and build up on cooler material. Therefore, there is no reason for the SP generator to scale. The temperature between the liquid and the metal is negative. In addition, there is an ultrasonic cleaning effect that occurs on the metal surfaces inside the SP generator as the shock waves are generated within narrow tolerances. This cleaning effect, in conjunction with a negative temperature between metal and liquid, ensures scale-free heating. Let me tell you about shock waves and steam heat. For more than 20 years, debate has raged on the internet about an ordinary-looking metal drum sitting on the concrete floor of a factory building in Rome, Georgia, 50 miles from Atlanta. Its inventor, the man about whom the internet debate is raging, is James Griggs, an industrial heating engineer. The invention that has brought Griggs such notoriety is a device that he began developing in 1987 that he calls the Hydrosonic pump, and that many of his supporters believe is over unity, in that it generates around 70% more energy as heat than is put in as electricity. To the skeptics, the Griggs gadget is, at best, a case of self-delusion on a grand scale, and, at worst, is a case of scientific fraud. To his supporters, the pump is the first unequivocal public demonstration of undoubted over-unity. Jim Griggs told me, the pump is based on a theory of what takes place when a shockwave is created in a fluid. We know that when you create a shockwave in a liquid, there is a minute amount of energy released into the fluid in the form of heat. Most of the previous studies had been done in how to eliminate that shockwave, instead of putting the heat to a useful purpose. We've designed a system to take that shockwave heat energy, capture it, and produce hot water or steam. Griggs believes that his device works on perfectly normal principles and violates no laws of physics. Just what happens when the hydrosonic pump is filled with water and switched on is described by over-unity investigator Jed Rothwell, who conducted a detailed engineering investigation of the device in January 1994. During one of the demonstrations we watched, he says, over a 20-minute period, 3 kilowatt-hours of electricity was input, and 19,050 BTUs of heat evolved, which equals 5.58 kilowatt-hours, or 170% of input. The actual input-to-output ratio was even better than this, when you take into account the inefficiencies of the electric motor. But if there are kilowatts of excess heat available, why doesn't Griggs simply use the steam to turn a turbine generator and connect the output to the input, thus getting a perpetual motion machine? The reason is that converting steam into electricity is an extremely inefficient process. You would be lucky to convert 5% of the output heat energy back into electricity, and 2% might be nearer the mark. The hydrosonic pump would therefore have to be massively over unity before you could recover enough energy to make it self-sustaining, and at present, the margin is a modest 70%. More importantly, the excess energy does not actually appear at the output steam pipe for a constant input of energy. What happens is this: the pump is started and after 5 or 10 minutes reaches a steady state where it is converting water at room temperature to steam. Once this steady state is reached, the pump, according to Griggs, goes into an over-unity mode where the output temperature is maintained, but the amount of energy needed at the input to maintain it drops by 70%. Griggs has been working with a number of physicists and engineers to try to get to the bottom of just how this device works. As well as Jed Rothwell's consulting engineering firm in Atlanta, he has worked with Professor Kizios, Dean Emeritus of the Department of Mechanical Engineering at Georgia Institute of Technology, and past president of the American Society of Mechanical Engineers. Professor Kizios supervised the design of the instrumentation that measures the energy input and output of the Griggs gadget. In a second test, during which the over-unity effect was measured, the adjusted coefficient of power was remarkable, 178%. The machine produced 1.78 times the energy that was input. A third test did nearly as well with a coefficient of power of 167%. If the only evidence of these claims were the color brochure printed by Griggs' company, Hydrodynamics Corporation Incorporated, and reports of his supporters, then most observers might be inclined to side with the skeptics. Griggs' claims seem fundamentally improbable. Yet surprisingly, Griggs has not only patented his device with the name Shockwave Power Generator in 1993, U.S. patent number 5,188,090, and started manufacturing a commercial version on a small scale. He has also sold and installed devices to users in the Atlanta area. The customers include the Atlanta Police Department, a fire station, a dry cleaning plant, and a gymnasium. Interestingly, the hydrosonic pump was installed in the public buildings by a county engineer after evaluating the device. The buildings are using the device mainly for heating purposes, and they have been running for more than 10 years now. The customers have bills from their local electric utility company showing a year-on-year decrease in bills equivalent to 70%. Here you can see a video which has been filmed after a year of the hydrosonic pump installation on a fire station.
A Griggs machine has been heating the water for Albany Fire Station for over a year.
Right after our initial installation, we measured the output with Jim's team, representatives from a local university, one of our local power companies, and we were all astounded with the output. Our measurements indicated that the system was more than 100% efficient, which is very hard to believe. The average engineer would say baloney. But our measuring devices were certified, and until someone comes along and proves us different, we will say that it is more than 100% efficient.
What precisely causes the claimed excess heat? Griggs himself rejects the popular idea that his pump has something to do with so-called cold fusion. We have kind of been lumped into the cold fusion field, he says wryly, because we have experienced excess energy out of the pump. As far as cold fusion goes, we don't believe that we're accomplishing any type of nuclear reaction within our system. We feel that it can be explained through the theory of cavitation or sunilluminescence. Griggs' gadget has been examined by a steady stream of investigators, both friendly and skeptical. So far, they have all gone away mystified. Unlike most over Unity devices, however, you can build and install a hydrosonic pump in your own home. You will need a small lathe and a drill press to make the parts by yourself, but if you don't have these tools in your garage, it's not a problem. You can still make all the parts on a workshop and pay max $100 for them. I've built my own hydrosonic pump and documented on video every step I've made to build this. When I first heard about this project, I was skeptical as the others, but after building my own and saw the steam coming out of the hydrosonic pump, I was simply astonished. I've decided to put my documentation about building this device in a video series named The Miracle of Shockwaves. It's a 2.5-hour video where I show you step by step how I've built this device. I will also include a handbook where you can find the exact dimensions of the parts I've used. If you feel like it's time for a change and you want to drastically reduce your power bills, you have to see this video. While this presentation is still online, you'll pay the special price of just $97. This will include 2 DVDs and a handbook, and also the shipping and handling fee. Think about how much you can save on your power bills by using this device to heat the water in your home. Beside this video guide on how I've built the hydrosonic pump, I will throw in a bonus, another video, which will show you how to build your own DIY wind turbine. It's another hour of video which you can watch online or download on your computer. Think about this. Using the wind turbine to power the hydrosonic pump, you can get hot water for free. The bonus has a value of $127, and now it's yours free to download and watch right away. Let's see again what you'll get in this package. 2.5 hour of step-by-step video guide on how I've built my hydrosonic pump for under $100. Bonus video courses on how to build a DIY wind turbine. We were going to sell the bonus video separately for $127, but it's yours free to watch online when you order through this page right now. There's no easier way to learn how to do something than to watch someone do it first, step by step. To get your hand on the Miracle of Shockwaves video courses on how to build your hydrosonic pump, plus the great bonus on how to build a wind turbine, just click the big orange button below. Click that Add to Cart button and you will be taken to the order form where you can make your payment. And you will get instant access to the training materials and videos to watch right away. So click the big orange button right now and get started. Now, you should be skeptical. That's perfectly okay. But I want to take all the risk away for you. If you purchase this video guide and decide you don't like it, just shoot me an email and I will process a 100% refund right away after you return the disc to the sender address. No hassles, no problems. You have 60 full days to look through it, and if it's not for you, just shoot me an email and I will refund you instantly. It's that easy. That's how confident I am this guide will save you thousands. So, just click the big orange button below right now to get started. Click that Add to Cart button and you'll be taken to the order form where you can make your payment. As soon as you pay, you will get instant access to the training materials and videos to watch right away. So just click the big orange button right now to get started. Your bonuses have a value of $127 and it's yours free if you order through this page before the presentation is taken down. So just click the big orange button below right now and get started. Click that orange Add to Cart button and you will be taken to the order form where you can make your payment. As soon as you do, you will get instant access to the training materials and videos to watch right away. So just click the big orange button below right now to get started. The question is, are you going to look every day on TV and see how the prices of electricity and gas are going up? Or are you going to make your own hydrosonic pump and generate your own heat? Don't delay it any longer. The time to take action is now. Stop losing money and build your own hydrosonic pump this weekend. Click the orange button right now and I will see you on the other side.
For more information, click on the link below.